do that here as well. And so we're going to begin with a person that I understand, by all rights, should be called the son-in-law. But I think if Nancy were here, she would be saying, no, my son. And so I want to invite Corbin to come up and share a bit of his experience of Nancy and of her life.
Thank you for coming, everyone, and showing your support for our family. Compassionate, caring, empathetic, giving, forgiving, understanding, warm, thoughtful, encouraging, honest, trusting, outgoing, non-judgmental. These are just a few words that come to mind when I think about Mom. Oh yeah, and Christmas. But I think the two words that best describe Mom are unconditional love. When Mom loved you, boy, man, she loved you. And when she didn't like you, you know what? She still loved you. And that was her greatest ability, to see not just the good in people, but to see the absolute very best. Even when your worst was staring her in the face, this is when she loved you the hardest. Her ability to love surpassed your mistakes. Her ability to love was not restricted to bloodlines. She didn't carry me in her womb for 9 months. She didn't change my diapers or nurse me. I didn't experience any of these mother-son bonding moments. Although, I think she did spank me once. I think that was last year. Even though our lives took us on separate paths, only up until 6 years ago, she was my mother. And I was her son. So she introduced me to the world. And then she introduced my wife as her daughter, and then, people give us kind of strange looks. It's no secret that if you talk to any of the siblings, they will all have the same thing to say. I know what my other siblings say, but I was Mom's favorite. Well, being as close to Mom as I was, I know who her favorite was. And I'll settle this dispute here today, right here. Mom's favorite was me. But that was the beauty of her love. Her love made you feel like the most important person in the world. It made you feel special. You felt like she was your biggest fan, your biggest supporter. Her love brought out the best in a person. So, it's true. Brent, in your own special way, you were Mom's favorite. Tina, in your very special way, you were Mom's favorite. And Alicia, in your Alicia kind of way, you were Mom's favorite. My beautiful wife, you too. You were Mom's favorite. Put my tissue over here. And then there's Dad. Why she loved you so much, Dad. After 50 years of marriage, 53 years of friendship, she still got butterflies when you come home from work. She lit up every time she saw you. The light up she did, boy, she lit up every room she ever entered. Every room she ever entered was made more brilliant just by her radiant presence being there. For 27,121 days, 14 hours and 58 minutes, this world was blessed with the presence of Mom. And during that time, she was mother to 4, a devoted wife of 1, president of the Women's Junior Women's Club, PTA President, Captain of our bowling team, Vice President of Toledo Tip Toppers, Area Chairman for March of Dimes, PTA Carnival Chairman, Soprano for her Lutheran Church, President of the Tops Club, and in 1974, she won Citizen of the Year Award in Antioch, California. First time the city of Antioch awarded such an honor to a person not born in the city, and the first time they gave it to someone who wasn't a man. Because those people, they loved her. And she loved people. She loved entertaining people. Parties and more parties. And after every party, she'd swear, "I'm never doing this ever again." And she wouldn't until the next party. Another thing she loved was shopping. Shopping and then going to lunch. As she got older, it changed to doctor visits and then going to lunch. And then shopping. She especially loved Christmas shopping. As people often do in these situations, I started thinking about Christmas and how it won't be the same without Mom. Neither will Thanksgiving, nor New Year's, nor Valentine's Day, nor Easter, nor 4th of July, and especially birthdays. And then I got really sad. But then I realized for all of us who had a chance to experience her love firsthand, we will never be the same. We are forever changed just by having known Mom. Then I felt happy. Mom was never short on words, and I know if she had a chance to speak here today, she would. So I wanted to impart some words of advice straight from Mom. So I thought of what to say, and it finally hit me. I think it was inspiration. 3 in the morning as well. So I got up and I wrote it down. And I want everybody to listen closely, listen intently to these words of advice from Mom. Remember these words. If you have to, write them down. You ready? This is Mom's advice to all of us. Hug. That's it. Every day, several times a day, hug the people you love. Before you leave them, when you return to them, you hug them. Because that's what she did. Hug them tight like you don't want to let go. I spent a lot of time with Mom during her final 2 months on this earth, and I felt her spirit slowly leaving her body. I knew last week was coming. And I wanted to say something to her. I wanted to impart some words of comfort to help her on to the next phase of her journey. So I sat down on her bed, and I held her hand, kissed her. I looked in her eyes, and all I could say was, "Thank you." I said, "Thank you for being my mommy." She looked at me and she said, "It's been a pleasure." I think I can speak for all of us here today. I said, "Mom, the pleasure was ours.